What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to the final Pick Ems of the NFL season. This is it, guys. It is Week 18, and the NFL season is over. Today, I am accompanied by Adam Kimbrough over there on the right-hand sides of your screens. And, of course, the new man right here, the man with the plan. We got Ray Zilla in the house right now. That's right, guys. That's it. We've got all the best brains in football cooking right here, right now, and we are going to go through our Week 18 pick'ems. Adam, what's up, brother? How you doing, man?
Doing great, my friend. Thank you again, Mario. Hey, guys, we're kicking it off here. We're multi-streaming on my channel here. We got TikTok in the house, Twitch, and YouTube, all right here, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you guys for joining us. Week 18. Bold predictions. You came to the right place for them.
Nice. Ray, you want to say hello? You want to tell the beautiful people what's up, man? What's good in your life?
Everything's good over here. I hope everybody had a blessed year. Hopefully everything stays positive. I'm glad everybody's tuned in, and welcome to Football Nation.
Let's effing go, bro.
Let's go.
All right, guys, let's go ahead and get started here. We're going to start. You can see the projection on where this game is going to be, or where this live stream is going to be heading. The first game that we're going to talk about today is going to be the Cleveland Browns versus the Baltimore Ravens. Do you want to go ahead and kick us off here, Adam? You want to get the first pick in right here?
Absolutely. So, Cleveland, my goodness, they have been through a tremendous season this season. Quarterback controversy after quarterback controversy. I mean, who could have seen this one coming? What did you think about?
I could have seen this one coming.
Deshaun Watson, it was all over the place, and Jameson Winston has very promising passing yards, just killing it, right? And then I don't know. I just think the whole franchise. I think they need to wipe the slate and start over.
Oh, dude, the Browns,
Ravens,
just relegate them, man. It's time to. Yeah, I'm with you.
Yeah. It's not pretty. I think the Ravens, even their second string, would beat the Cleveland Browns right now. So it's not looking good. Any Cleveland Browns fans, I do apologize, but it's been a crazy roller coaster season. But y'all did have that crazy win in the snow against the Steelers. So
Yep.
It's amazing. But
what's up, Ray? What do you think? Who wins this one and why?
I don't like it, but it's an easy Baltimore.
You don't like it? Why don't you like it?
Because I don't like Baltimore. I don't like.
Oh, that's right. He's a Steelers fan. That's right.
that's why.
I don't like it, but it's got to be Baltimore, he says. All right, guys. What about y'all in the chat? What do y'all think? Who's winning this one? This should be a pretty straightforward one, don't y'all think?
Go Ravens.
Cat here saying Ravens.
Who's the best player on that team, in your opinion? It's got to be Lamar.
Me?
I guess both of you guys.
Oh,
Lamar
down?
for sure.
Nah, no way. Derrick Henry.
No way.
Ooh.
If you didn't have Derrick Henry, Ravens, you know where y'all be. Quit playing. Derrick Henry is outrageous, man. He is a gold jacket in his own right.
Dude, that's facts, bro. That is facts.
So what are you predicting for a score, Ray?
Well, I'm going to tell you this. I'm going to say that they're going to they could go 34, and I'm going to say I'll give the Browns a benefit of a fight.
Yeah. They'll put up a fight. I'm with you. I like that. I'm with you, sir. Yes, sir.
I'll give them a good, you know what? I'll take it down 31-21.
31-21? That seems fair.
Awesome.
I like that, man. All right, Ray. That's a good pick, dude. I'm with you guys. No pushback from me on my side. I'm with y'all 100%. This should be the Baltimore Ravens all the way, guys. They're the #1 team in the NFL when it comes to yards per game. They're the #3 team in the NFL in points per play. Yards per play, #1. They've got a ton of #1 stacking and #1 rankings, both on the ground, through the air. I mean, they're just a solid football team, both front and back. So let's go ahead and just pencil in Baltimore Ravens for that win. What do y'all think? I think everyone's in agreement right there that the Ravens should win. A small 11%, by the way. A small 11% on this channel said,
Don't forget, this game is on Saturday too, guys. Just sorry
Yeah.
to interrupt you. Saturday
No.
game, 4:30.
no need to apologize. I appreciate you bringing that up, actually, because I will be live during that game. It is an early day game, 4:30 on the East Coast, 3:30 Central Standard Time. You guys my schedule's already out, y'all. Let's roll on. Thanks, Adam. This next game will also be on Saturday. Let's start with you, Ray. I think I know who you're going to pick. You're clearly going to pick the Bengals, right?
Listen, you already know Pittsburgh got this. Now, don't get me wrong. Am I mind blown by Bengals doing what they've been doing? Oh, yeah, most definitely. But listen, when it comes down to this ball game, I'm just going to let the world know that 3 of my defensive players are now in rotation.
Okay.
And at the end of the day, I just feel that the only way that they could feel better going into the postseason is if they crush the dreams of Cincinnati, believing that they can make it.
Yeah, because they have been slipping there at the end of the season. The Steelers have been slipping a little bit at the end of the season. I know, man. They could miss this step too. They've already locked in, bro. You don't have to be worried about it, though. They could lose this game, and the Pittsburgh Steelers still get into the playoffs. They've clinched. But what you said is important.
Yeah, I feel as though they get better luck next year, but this is the end of theirs. And no, man, I don't believe it, but I believe the Dolphins is gonna sneak in.
Really?
Oh wow. The Dolphins.
Oh, man. The Dolphins got that matchup with the Jets, and the Jets are a dumpster fire, so they could.
And I believe
Kansas City still wins, though, because that's what it's going to take. For any of these 2 teams to get in, it's going to take a win from Kansas City.
Kansas
City's benching a lot of their starters too.
They could put in their second. They could take Kenny Pickett from the Eagles and win with them.
I mean, well, we'll get to them soon enough. What do you think, Adam? Bengals or Steelers?
Okay, guys, the stakes are high for the Bengals on this one. Cincinnati needs this win in order to keep their playoff hopes alive. Because Cincinnati's playing on Saturday, I think the pressure on the Broncos and Dolphins to win are on Sunday. So Joe Burrow, he's going to have this team ready. I mean, going in there, you look at the odds and the predictions, the spread of this game, it's the 1.5 at the moment. They're 1.5 point favorites over the Steelers. So
they're how much? 1.5?
1.5 point spread. So it's so close.
The Broncos are 1.5 point favorites over the. I'm sorry. I'm
the Bengals.
So sorry.
Bengals are 1.5 point favorites over the Steelers in this game. So when it's that close, it's anybody's game. Burrow, and I think Burrow will be fine. But where it's going to come down, in my opinion, is
Burrow is more than going to be fine. Burrow has.
It's going to be the defense. It's going to be a defensive game for the Bengals. Bengals have to show up.
The Bengals won't show up. We know that the Bengals don't have a defense. Sorry.
They don't. But they got to create something. Russell Wilson, they got to slow him down some way. His age to catch him. Maybe his age. I don't know.
Russ can cook. I think Russ will cook. Uh-oh.
Now, when when people believe Russell, did you see that Russell was moving better than Najee?
Oh, man, come on, bro. Hey, wait a second. Let's not play around. Najee is not setting the bar very high. Najee is not a top-tier running back, and I've seen Josh Allen run better than a lot of these running backs right now. So, no. Okay, I think just because of that, bro, I'm taking the Bengals. I think just because of that, I'm going to take the Cincinnati Bengals in this game.
Your heart will not let the Cincinnati Bengals take that W.
Look, dude, here's the thing, though. Okay. In all seriousness, this is one of the more difficult games to call for sure. This is definitely a very, very close game. As Adam said, it's a 1.5 point game. My chat room is split, but 60% Bengals on this side right now. 40% Steelers. There's a case to be made for the Pittsburgh Steelers, but momentum means a lot. And the Bengals need to win this game, but there's a reason that they haven't already clinched the playoffs, and it's because they've got a lot of flaws. Offensively, they're really good. Joe Burrow has the most passing yards per game in the NFL right now. That is number 1, guys, with Joe Burrow. He is a top dog. Jamar Chase also fighting like those are here's another thing. If Joe Burrow can take this team to a deep playoff run, he should end up winning some sort of award for it, man. Like,
Okay.
I don't know, dude.
I have a side note scenario. If,
Okay.
If Bengals make it, how far do you think that game's gonna go when they play against Buffalo?
Not far. But just remember this: the Cowboys went into Pittsburgh and beat the Steelers at home.
I don't. Oh.
What year was that? What year was that?
This year.
Wait, hold on. Who was my quarterback? Because you didn't. I know that he didn't beat Russell.
I still don't. Okay. All right. So,
but it did happen.
So let's make our picks. Let's make our picks and let's live with our choices. Adam, who are you taking?
Bengals. I'm a Bengals fan for the first time ever in my life, and it's because of Burrow.
I'm Ray, you're taking Pittsburgh?
See, Rhonda in your chat even agrees with me. Thank you, Rhonda. Appreciate you. Let's go.
I can't trust Rhonda's decision. I'm sorry.
Let's go.
You know, I'm really torn by this decision, guys, and I'm going to go against Las Vegas, and I'm going to take the Pittsburgh Steelers on the upset here.
Ooh, okay.
I'm taking the Pittsburgh Steelers on the upset. They're playing at home, guys. Pittsburgh Steelers playing at home. They're playing to clinch their division right now. It's not like they're at the bottom of the table or anything like that. Like, they are only in the spot that they're in. They're only in the spot that they're in because they lost to the Baltimore Ravens. But this is a divisional matchup right now. Now, the Ravens also, if the Ravens win, then we're kind of in a stalemate. But let's just say that the Browns do win that game and they get the upset there. Then the Pittsburgh Steelers, they will know by the time that game starts whether or not they've got a shot, and that might fire them up. So I'm going to end up taking the Pittsburgh Steelers anyways. I actually truly believe that the first game of the day will impact how this second game goes. But let's go ahead and move on. Let's slide over to the next slide here. And now we've got Panthers and Falcons, guys.
Oh, my
Panthers and Falcons. Who do you think wins this one?
I want you to start it. I want you to start. Who do you think, Mario?
Oh, this is going to be the Atlanta Falcons are going to win this one. This should be pretty easy that the Falcons are gonna run away with this one. But the Panthers are feisty, man. The Panthers have had some ups, some downs. They've won some games over here in the past few weeks. Not a whole lot of games in the past few weeks, but they did win against Arizona on the 22nd of December. Now they have lost most of the season. They do have 4 wins, but they beat the New Orleans Saints, which is in that division. And you know, I just think the Atlanta Falcons are the better team, though. Carolina Panthers, good. It was good while it lasted. It was fun while it lasted, but I don't think this is your season.
It's not. They need to.
And the Falcons are in a must-win. The Falcons are in a must-win.
They have to win, and also the Buccaneers need to lose too.
Yeah. Ray?
So,
I'm easily going with the Falcons.
Falcons.
Yeah.
That's the Dirty Birds. We got the Dirty Birds in the house.
Uh-oh. You're breaking up there, Ray. Go ahead, Adam. Why don't we let you run with it for a second?
So, yeah, the Atlanta Falcons really need this one. Penix Jr., rookie quarterback. He's getting his first break, and he is looking really solid. I mean, you got to have a lot of confidence with him going in this game against, I think, an easy opponent. This is a must-win for the Falcons, and I think this is their chance to shine and win. They're 8-8. Carolina's 4-12. I mean, come on. And pulling up the so when you pull up the spread, I just had it a second ago. Here we go. So it's Falcons are up 7.5 points. They're predicting them to win by at least two scores.
Yeah. Oh, they will. They will.
Easy.
Yeah. Well, that's still technically a 7. Did you say 7 or 17?
7.5. 7.5 points.
That's a one possession game.
That's true. One possession game, but then you got to look at what they do last week. They went up against a very good opponent in the Commanders, and just barely lost that game. How do you think
Yeah.
they're going to handle against the Panthers? I think it'd be an easy win for the Falcons.
Ray?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's a walk.
Falcons easy
Now,
win.
it being a 7-point spread, I believe it's being generous.
You think so?
Think so?
You think it
Yeah.
should be more than that or less than that?
I think Falcons got to make a little bit of a statement.
Yeah, I think
say-
they're gonna.
I'm gonna say they'll be up. I'm gonna say they'll be up by 2 scores. It might be a 10 or two touchdowns.
This game will also happen before the game
Yeah.
with the Buccaneers and the Saints, and
That's
that
what
one's
I'm
going to be
saying.
important.
That's what he's waiting on.
Whoops.
It's going to be at 12 o'clock 1 p.m. Eastern time on Sunday.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
what I show.
Okay, Ray. And whenever you get back, I've got you on mute. You have to unmute yourself when you hop back in. So just so you're aware. Okay.
My bad.
Cool. You're good, man. You're good. All right, guys. I think we're all in agreement here. This is a pretty obvious one here. I think most of us are going to take the Atlanta Falcons. So let's go ahead and roll forward and move on to the next game. Next game on our list, guys, we've got the Dallas Cowboys and the Washington Commanders. And man, I've taken the Dallas Cowboys a few times at this point, and a couple of them have been good. And I see Ray saying, "Think with your head, not with your heart." But you know what, man? I'm saying, bro,
Last week was bad, Mario. Last week was bad, dude.
Ray, why don't you start us off, sir? Why don't you get us started here?
Oh, well, okay. I'm going to start this off with, this is going to be a gentle obliteration.
A gentle obliteration. What does that mean?
That means your team is going to be obliterated gently.
It's gonna.
I'm saying they're going to chisel away at the team. They're going to not, they're just going to
What's left of our team?
Yeah. It's just going to be bad, man.
Yeah, Dallas Cowboys have not been great,
So-
guys.
They have not. But, guys, think about this. Lloyd in chat, I agree with you. Easy there. But I have not read anything that the Commanders are resting anyone, because this is a seeding game for them too. They're 11-5, but if they
Right.
lose, the
They
Packers
can-
could slide up. So this is an important game. Even though it's the last game of the season, sometimes these are garbage games. They'll throw in subs, whatnot. But Cowboys, they could upset the Commanders. This is a rival for the Cowboys. So
I'm curious to
they're
see
going to
what.
play. I think it's going to be a good game because it's a seeding picture. Cowboys want to go in there and upset them, and the Commanders really need to win. So this is not a game to skip by any means.
Guys, I want to pick the Dallas Cowboys so bad. Like I want to take the Dallas Cowboys so bad.
I am
But-
going to take the Dallas Cowboys because I feel an upset. You know, in the past, there's always those games where you like, man, there's no way they can win like the Giants last week. But hey, there's got to be an upset. This is going to be an upset.
You think this will
Prove
be
me
the one?
wrong, Cowboys, but I feel like the Cowboys can upset the Commanders. I'm going to take them. But
that's going to be.
I'm going to just throw it out. I mean,
that's Mount Everest and slippers kind of a climb, man.
Mount Everest in
Mount
slippers.
Everest.
That's a tough climb. That's an impossible climb. I don't think it's impossible. I think the Dallas Cowboys are too busted up right now. If CeeDee Lamb was available, then yeah, I might say so. Contract deals, you know, people trying to stay healthy at the end of the season. I understand the Dallas Cowboys do want to get the upset over the division rival in the Washington Commanders. They're at home. It's the last home game, the last game of the season for the Dallas Cowboys. They're going to want to win their last game of the season, especially at home. But the Washington Commanders have more at stake. The Washington Commanders just have more at stake, and whether or not that's going to be good or bad for Jaden Daniels, I don't know. Now, Jaden Daniels has been a fantastic quarterback all season long, and from what I can tell, all signs point to him playing just fine. But the Washington Commanders as a whole, guys, in offense, they're 5th in points per game. They're 4th in yards per game. They're 6th in third down efficiency. They're 6th in red zone efficiency. Meanwhile, the Dallas Cowboys in the exact opposite spot. They're 21st in points per game, 27th in red zone efficiency, 3rd in red zone efficiency. And on the defensive side of the football, our Dallas Cowboys, they are dead last in defensive red zone efficiency, 31st in points per game allowed. They're 28th in yards per game allowed. The numbers don't lie, guys. I love my Dallas Cowboys. I will be rooting for my Dallas Cowboys. If I were to be betting on this game, I would not put money on the Dallas Cowboys. I will leave it at that.
Don't put money on it, guys.
I will leave it at that.
We're not condoning that.
You could put a feeling on it. You could put a feeling.
Throw it away.
Just money on it.
Just forget that. Just hypothetically think about it. I love the comment. Jerry Jones, all-time QB for Pro Bowl. Let's do it, baby. Come on, let's take it.
Jerry Jones for all-time QB.
All-time Pro Bowl QB. Come on. Let's go, JM and chat. So, okay, think of it this way. Cowboys are going out. Final game, home-field crowd. That place is going to be rocking. They want an upset. They can feel it. These are all professional athletes. Nobody on that team is not going to be hyped to get in there and upset the Cowboys. I'm not ever. I'm saying rephrase that. I've got a lot of medicine in me right now, so talking out of my head. The Washington Commanders know it's a crucial win. They're going to be nervous. The Cowboys are going to be fierce, mad, and want to upset. That's all I'm saying. Look for an upset, guys. It happens every season.
I would say I already been through my team's 3 upsets in a row. I don't see this. I see your point, but man, when it comes to the Dallas Cowboys, I just don't see. I don't see who's the quarterback. Jameis Winston.
What for Dallas right now? Cooper Rush. Yeah, we got Cooper Rush and Trey Lance out there.
Washington is.
It's Jaden Daniels right now. Yeah, we got the rookie lighting the world on fire.
I don't believe he'll be able to hold his head up high if he walking into
a playoff game with
the postseason losing to
Dallas.
Dallas.
And then if you are at that number 7 spot, you got to go up against the Minnesota Vikings or the Detroit Lions, and that'll be your first matchup in the playoffs. I mean, either way, guys, the best case scenario is Commanders.
Break him, but at the same time, I hope that he at least. Even if he had to go against Vikings, that would be a reputable feat under his belt if he could step toe to toe with it. But
well, think of it this.
I'd rather get my position.
Listen at the odds of the game. You know, Mario gave all the stats. So the prediction is the Commanders by 6.5 points. So that's less than a touchdown. That's Vegas for you guys. So the predicted score of the game is 29 for the Commanders, 21 for the Cowboys. That is closer than the prior game we just did. Just throwing that out. Falcons and Panthers.
Are you seriously? Are you kidding me though?
21 to the.
That's Vegas. That's Vegas for you. That's
guys.
What Vegas has.
The Cowboys lost 41-7 to the Philadelphia Eagles.
That wasn't the Cowboys. Hey, that wasn't our Cowboys. That was some other.
We
team.
Lost 41-7 last week, bro.
I never saw Cooper Rush. Where was he at?
That was an absolute implosion.
It was JV squad out there.
Yeah,
that being said, the week before that, the Dallas Cowboys did upset the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They did get the upset on Tampa Bay. They did beat the other divisional winner in the New York Giants. So you've got to win against New York. We also started the season with. And the last time the Cowboys played Washington, we also got the win there, and that was at Washington. So, Dallas Cowboys, we know that their head coach over there in Washington is our ex-defensive coordinator, and I think Mike McCarthy might have a leg up on that aspect there as well.
That is true. Think about this too.
Damn it, Adam! You're gonna make me change my mind, bro.
I want to, Mario. Listen,
I'm gonna go back.
Listen. Hey. So think about this. Bill Belichick. How many coaches that coach underneath him went on to beat him? Not many, right?
Yeah.
Because they know their tendencies. That was another point. I had that earlier and it slipped my mind.
Well, I'm glad
So
I'm glad I brought it up.
Exactly. That's exactly
all right. Okay. All right. Okay, all right.
I may be wrong, and I may be eating this.
Final
rag,
picks,
you know,
final picks,
so-
and let's move on. We're way behind schedule,
Cowboys!
guys. Final picks, we're way behind
Oh.
schedule. All right, let's go. Let's go Cowboys. I'll take Cowboys then. We're
There we
sticking to it.
go!
I'm going to make my official pick as Dallas Cowboys. Ray Zilla.
Let's go.
He's Ray, you're going with Washington?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Easily.
All right, bro. We're going to
I'll
let
take
you
the
make
Commanders first. Oh, okay. Okay, my chat's chiming in. They're saying Commanders first half, Cowboys second half. Cowboys are a better team. They're going to beat them.
say the Cowboys are
Better
going to win with your
team.
chest, says Zoom.
How they man, I'm not doing
Let's go.
And my chat is saying Bill Belichick is a dill pickle. And that's
Good grief, guys. The
Oh.
pickle.
oh, that's so great. Okay, guys,
Alright.
I think we're gonna roll with that. Let's move on to the next one.
Real deal Belichick.
We got Bears and Packers
Ooh.
out here. Bears and Packers.
The Bears.
Who you want to get us started? Who wants to go first, guys?
Let's
gonna say
go
like-
Ray. He's our guest. Ray, you be our guest.
I'm gonna go Packers.
Okay.
Packers.
Confident about that one? Feeling good about that pick?
Yeah, I think Packers has shown enough to say that the Bears are trash.
The Bears are trash.
I don't even think that's the Packers doing. I think that's just Caleb Williams being a very not awesome quarterback.
Hey, they chose Caleb Williams.
Caleb Williams probably the most overrated first-round pick to ever walk in through the doors of the NFL. Swear, guys. I'm not even kidding. I'm dead serious. I legitimately believe that Caleb Williams was one of the biggest busts in all of NFL history.
I wouldn't say all of NFL history. I would kind of go back to Manziel, but yeah, in this time frame, yeah, probably at the moment. He was a huge bust, in my opinion. He never lived up to his expectations.
They got rid of Fields. They got rid of Fields for him.
Yep, they sure did. They sure did. I mean,
Well, the Bears have no head coach. The Bears have no offensive line. The Bears have no good quarterback. It's great that they've got a bunch of stud wide receivers in DJ Moore,
nobody
and-
to block for him.
but there's nobody to block. And this has been the story with the Chicago Bears for the past 3 years, guys. The past 3 years, it's been that way with the Chicago Bears. We've seen it time and time again. I mean, bro, Justin Fields was running for his life the entire time he was playing there. The entire time he was running for his life, and we've seen the exact same thing happening with Caleb Williams. I mean, it's a lack of planning on the side of Chicago. They could have had a very solid team. They could have had a very solid run game. They could have had, and they've got a decent run game, I guess. But overall, man, the Chicago Bears have been a big letdown. Everyone was really hyped up. When you hear people like, gosh, what's his name on First Things First? I can't even remember. Anyways, he's out here saying that Caleb Williams will be the first rookie quarterback to take the Chicago Bears, to take any team to the Super Bowl, blah, blah, blah. Nah, dude, it is a team sport. Unless you're Josh Allen, it is a team sport. So I'm going to take the Green Bay Packers. That being said, I am taking the Green Bay Packers to win this
Green
game.
Bay Packers. You got the Packers. This is another playoff seeding game. Exactly. Packers need to win this game. Hey, cheeseheads it is. My chat says cheeseheads. I say cheeseheads. Cheez-Its it is.
I think our chat says cheeseheads here as well.
I agree.
Williams. Caleb Williams with those pink nails, says Sergio.
Oh,
Yeah.
The bye Bears. The Bears.
Ray, who's your pick, man? You're gonna go with Green Bay?
Oh, you already know it.
All right, cheeseheads, y'all win. We're gonna move on. We're gonna go ahead and keep rolling forward here. No need to hang around.
I'm sorry. I'm this way.
There we go. All right. All right, guys. Jaguars and Colts. Also, an interesting matchup. It's not guaranteed any one way or the other. The Indianapolis Colts did just drop a game, and the Indianapolis Colts are kind of flailing right now. They just got eliminated from playoff contention. I don't even know if this game really means anything to them. Adam, who do you think wins?
Man, the Colts looked bad. They looked really bad last week.
Yep.
I mean, Jaguars, their season's done. They had such a promising look coming in. So, I mean, gosh, dog. Do we even know who is the starting QB for the Colts?
Right now,
Even
at this point on their squad,
Is it Flacco?
Because they've had a revolving door at the quarterback
Of
spot right
injuries.
now.
They should take Luck out of retirement. No, it's fun.
You're saying they should
should.
take.
That man left way too early. I mean, the spread has got the Colts at 5 points. They're picking them 5 points to beat by the Jaguars. So, I mean, I would have to go with the Colts. I feel like they have a slight advantage of them. This is going to be I hate to say it this way.
I think you're right.
It's going to be a garbage game, in my opinion. I don't think it has any playoff implications of any kind. So
no, but it is Week 18 and it is divisional, and there are some players who will be looking, I guess, to maybe prove
increase
their
their
point.
cap.
Yeah, exactly. Ray, what do you think?
Oh, I'm definitely going with the Colts.
Colts?
Jags, yeah, the Jags ain't gonna do nothing. Not at all.
Oh man.
Are they competing for like first round?
They're playing for the toilet bowl right now.
They
that's
like first round picks, so they should just like throw this game.
No, they won't have first round pick. Would they? No.
I know.
The Patriots have first round pick.
Now, I see someone saying that this is hard right now, but I'm shooting for the Jaguars. Trevor Lawrence back in action, if I'm not mistaken.
Lawrence.
I mean,
that's the rumor mill.
Trevor Lawrence.
I didn't. Let me double check on that because I didn't see anything on that.
This for the chat. Trevor Lawrence hasn't been okay since he disrespected the terrible towel.
What?
Since he disrespected the terrible towel, is that what you're saying?
Yeah, his career never been as good as
he is
was
coming.
that
He
year.
is starting. He is
Yeah.
starting.
Yeah, he's good.
That year, he could have walked away with plenty of playoffs, and possibly could have went for that ring that year.
I mean,
he
That was as close to
you know, he has the curse of the big contract. He signs that big
Yeah.
contract, and then his stats just
yep.
injury. So it's the big contract curse, the same that with Dak Prescott. So
Well, right now Anthony Richardson is questionable to play. I think he's questionable to play any game, considering he's willing to pull himself out of a game. Joe Flacco is still there. He's still available, and he looks like he's healthy. But Joe Flacco had the opportunity to show them that they made the right choice in picking him up and doing the same thing that he did with the Cleveland Browns a year ago. That didn't necessarily work out for Joe Flacco this year in Indianapolis. I almost said Baltimore. So in Indianapolis. But Anthony Richardson, if he's healthy, he'll get the start. If not, then Joe Flacco is still a very serviceable quarterback. You got Jonathan Taylor, Michael Pittman Jr. You've still got options downfield. I like Josh Downs. I'll give them credit for that. Josh Downs has been a really good wide receiver, a surprise wide receiver that came out of nowhere for this team. And I think he will slide up the depth chart if we can get better quarterback play and good push from the offensive line for the Indianapolis Colts. But Trevor Lawrence, man, and the Jacksonville Jaguars, they have not been good this season. Trevor Lawrence, like you said, the curse of the contract, and on top of that, Travis Etienne just basically lost his job to Tank Bigsby until, of course, the injury. But man, it's been bad, dude. They lost to the Raiders, man. I'm going to go with the Colts. I'm taking the Indianapolis Colts on this one myself.
Colts, baby, Colts all the way.
I'll use my strong hand. Sorry, I'm reading some of this.
My strong hand.
All right.
Love that.
Are we unanimous over here, guys? Unanimous
We
Indianapolis?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's roll on, guys. This one should also be unanimous unless someone is feeling like there's a pretty clear sign of an upset here, which I am not. It is going to come down to personnel. Will Buffalo play all of their starters, or will Buffalo rest some of their players? At this point, they can't go any higher, right? So why risk Josh Allen? Why risk James Cook? Why risk any of your players on offense or defense? Let the Patriots get the win. It's fine. It doesn't change anything for anyone in the AFC. So this game might have the upset. And I don't believe it. I think even the second-string players on the Buffalo Bills will outscore the New England Patriots. Personally, I'm taking Buffalo.
Easily.
Yeah. Even with the backups in.
I tried to tell a story. I mean, I tried to explain it in a way that might make sense.
Yeah. Fourth string kicker could be the quarterback for the Bills. And
Hey,
Patriots,
Josh Allen could be the starting running back, starting wide receiver.
He could do that
punter.
already, anyways.
He could do
He's-
it all. So
kick on special teams. He'll do it all.
Josh Allen is really the one wearing the Superman shirt, guys. We were talking about it on the members only live stream, and I was saying that Josh Allen could legitimately be MVP this season. I am not a fan of Buffalo. All of you guys know that. All of you guys know that. I am not a fan of Buffalo, but still, at the end of the day,
hey,
I am a fan
Mario.
of Josh Allen. I am a fan of Josh
Mario.
Allen.
Oh man, sorry. Hey, Mario, we got Bills Mafia. Shh. Bills Mafia's in the house.
I know we do have a lot of Bill Mafia.
Bills Mafia. Let's watch your. Okay. Hey guys, we apologize. Sorry.
I'm
Sorry.
taking Buffalo. I will take
Okay.
Buffalo in this one. I'm just saying. They could be resting
But-
some of their players.
Trubinsky is the backup for Allen, so I'm not a Trubinsky fan. I'm just gonna throw that out there.
Well then, look guys, type Y for yes, type N for no. Will the Buffalo Bills be resting their players tomorrow? Or not tomorrow. Yes, the answer
Well,
to that one is yes. Will the Buffalo
yes.
Bills be resting their
Yes,
players
absolutely,
on Sunday?
absolutely.
I would.
Right.
Or I think it could be where they may start, run through what they call like a rep, like a series.
Yeah.
And then take them out. I could see
Yeah.
that. I've seen teams do that. So yeah,
They'll play
the-
the first quarter and then they're done. They're going to play the first quarter. Lucinda says, yeah, they'll play until halftime and then they're done. So be careful betting on this game, guys. This is one of those games where if you're taking some of those top-tier players like Josh Allen, if you're taking some of those other guys, you may want to consider steering clear from some of those big names, knowing that they will be
Absolutely.
resting them. So just
especially
keep
if you
that in
got
mind.
money on it. If you got any money on it,
Be smart.
yeah,
Just
be
be
very
smart.
smart. This is one of those where if you were betting, I would stay away from it. Honestly,
Yeah, I agree.
It's me.
All right, guys. I think.
Yep.
Yeah, go ahead, Adam. Do you want to
Oh,
add something
one other-
else?
I always throw this notes in because, believe it or not, I think Vegas. I don't know how they know it, but the spread. Sorry, the spread is only 2.5 points for favor of the Bills.
2.5.
2.5 points.
Because
Right
Vegas
now,
knows
Vegas
they're gonna
spread.
rest.
2.5 points.
Yeah, Vegas knows they're gonna rest their players, bro. Everybody knows they're gonna rest their players. And Gerard Mayo, his job is on the line right now. He's a first-year head coach for New England, and there's a possibility right now that he's gonna end up the first year or second year. Someone correct me right there. Either way, it feels like Mayo. He's
I think
got to
it's the
get.
second year, isn't it?
Anyways, not important. The point is that the Patriots are still going to come out swinging. You know the Patriots aren't going to be resting any of their players in this one. They want to get a win. They are at home. They don't want to disappoint their home fans. And at the end of the day, it's a business, and the Patriots need to sell jerseys, so they're going to be fighting to get the win.
If Patriots are smart, they need to go in the opposite direction, help Bills win, so that way they can do a better fight for that first round pick, and get them somebody who can lead the team. You know what I mean?
That's a very well thought, well articulated thought there. I mean, dude, yeah, you've got a huge point. The Bills, if they are,
Absolutely.
or the Patriots, if they were smart, they would tank and go the other way and get that pick. I like that perspective there as well. All right, guys, I think it's unanimous here as well. Buffalo all the way.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go, Buffalo. All right, guys.
Let's go, Buffalo.
Next game on the list, the New York Giants versus the Philadelphia Eagles. I'm taking Philly. There's fly Eagles fly. I can't believe those words came out of my mouth as a Dallas Cowboys fan. But I look, man, I don't see them winning this one.
Fry,
No.
birds, fry. As I
Drivers.
How's that? Sorry, guys. We had someone say in the comment area that they could hardly hear the guests. I went ahead and turned that up a little bit. I hope that might be a little bit clearer for you guys. Okay. Go ahead, guys. Who wants to take this one? Who wants to go first? This should be pretty straightforward. We don't need to hang out on this one for too long. This is a one-sided.
I'm really upset. The only thing I'm upset about this is the fact that they won't let my boy Saquon Barkley get that record.
Yeah.
No, I
Because-
agree with
Because y'all told him to come over here to Philadelphia. You said the team you on don't respect you. He said, for y'all, I'm gonna give y'all this place. I'm gonna give you these W's. I'm gonna hit these yards. And all I need is a hat. I say 2 quarters. I say 2 solid.
But don't you think they
quarters
asked
to keep it
him,
running.
bro? They asked him for sure. Hey, man, do you want to play or do you want to go for the record? I've read reports that they had actually talked to him about that.
Yeah,
do you want to get the record?
He did
They
the
sure
interview.
did.
But did you see the interview? That man had a sad look on his face.
Because his
He was
wife
very-
wanted it. His wife wanted him to break the record. That's what happened. His family wants him to go for it to get
They do.
in. His
That's a
family, bro, it's
Yeah.
not guaranteed. He's saying I want the Super Bowl run, but if there's one thing that's not guaranteed, it's an effing Super Bowl, man. That is not going to happen.
Yeah.
You cannot guarantee that, but you do have a legitimate shot at
Yeah.
picking up. You do have a legitimate shot
Exactly.
of breaking a real record that has stood in the NFL for decades.
40 years. Older than me.
I think that is the biggest talking point in this story. Adam,
it's
what do you
like-
think, man?
And it's like, why not give it to him? Like, why not say, hey,
Why-
bro,
why
you know
not?
what? You got us here in the playoffs. Go get your 101 yards.
Well, I agree with you 100%. He's already made some highlight runs this season, but think of it this way.
If you get in.
Think of it which way?
Okay, think of it this way. He played with the Giants.
Yeah,
He knows those guys.
and he still did.
Some of those-
yeah.
Some of
true.
those guys, may not want
Get
him to
the-
break the record. So
Get the record
would they
on the
be
team that
trying to
destroyed
hurt him?
you.
I mean, would you risk an injury, for a record that you may not get? You play in the game, get hurt, don't get the record, don't get to play in the playoffs.
Check this
So
out. But in the same context, what if you get to the playoffs and you get injured and you're one and done?
it's a game of chance. I mean,
That's what I'm saying, man.
It's just a game of chance. So you take your chances at the
but-
playoffs, or you
you
take your
know,
chances at a record.
the Philadelphia
player,
Eagles,
as a-
if they stay
As
at
a player,
look,
I'll say this. As a player, I'll say this. If I have the chance to go to play against my old school that got rid of me, and then
And in your
I'm-
new
and
home,
then-
in your
and then
new
I'm-
home.
and then I'm about to go into my new home. We're gonna play against my old school, and then I could bust your butt for 101
They could.
yards.
they could. He
And
could.
then-
Lord, my
and then-
chat-
and I could do
yeah.
this, and then I could put the rest of the game away. I could get
Bro,
101 yards.
Yeah, if he could go out there and pull a Cam Scattaboo and go
Cam
out there
Scattaboo?
and just
That would be
pop
awesome.
off, dude, for like the first half and then out, bro. They
I
should give
love
him a
Cam
chance
Scattaboo. He's
to
my
play.
new favorite. That's my new favorite player, is Scattaboo. I've said that all day today. Scattaboo. So, okay, in my chat, Lloyd just said this. His agent wants him to play for the contract bonus.
Yeah, everyone wants him to play. Everyone in his family and his inner circle wants him to play, but he's thinking about the team. And if this was like a basketball kind of mentality where you've got 7 games to win out or whatever, then like, yeah, you might want to take the bench spot. But you don't have
so
that in
tough.
NFL. You don't get those, oh man, I dropped game 1. Here's another shot in game 2 or game 3. Like now you've actually
Oh.
got to yeah.
Yeah.
win. It's win or go home. And it's not up to you
But-
because you're not the quarterback. You're the running back.
Yeah.
Out
And
of all
and that
people.
is the issue.
Yeah.
Like he should be selfish in this situation.
Yeah.
I would say that he should take it.
A 40-year record that he can own. He can look back and say, "This is mine." And then, no offense, the Super Bowl, you got a few more battles. It's gonna
Yeah.
be real rough. The
But would that be
likelihood is
selfish of him?
whatever.
Would that be
And-
selfish of him to want it?
No,
I think-
I don't think so.
I don't-
Even if
I don't think so
it
either.
is, I think it's valuable and I
So-
think it's warranted.
I
I
feel like
agree.
it can't be selfish because y'all wanted him here.
Yeah.
Oh,
All right, guys.
for sure.
We're behind schedule again. Let's try to pick up
Eagles.
the pace. We're taking the Philadelphia
Eagles.
Eagles unanimous here.
Oh yeah.
Let's
Easy.
roll.
Yes, even with them resting.
All right, guys. Next game on the slate: Saints and Buccaneers.
Ooh.
This game looks like it's going to be a closer game than
Ah.
expected. But I think the Buccaneers will win this one personally. The Buccaneers, actually, I guess it's not that close of a game after all. The New Orleans Saints are all kinds of busted up, man. Spencer Rattler, no good. Derek Carr out for the season. They've got Hayner out there at points. It's just been an absolute mess for New Orleans. The one bright spot for New Orleans, which isn't even that bright anymore considering how bad the entire team is Alvin Kamara. But Alvin Kamara is only one man. Chris Olave out for the season, of course. Chris Olave out for the season, Rashid Shaheed out for the season. We haven't seen Taysom Hill anymore. Taysom Hill is out for the season. The New Orleans Saints offense and defense, both sides of the football, are decimated. I think this should be a clear-cut win for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, who are looking to hang on to their playoff spot right now. Baker Mayfield should be in the conversation right there for getting into the Pro Bowl, and he was not selected for the Pro Bowl. They've got Mike Evans on that side of the football, and Mike Evans is an absolute beast. We know that he is 85 yards away from another 1,000-yard receiving season, which would put them up there. And a big bonus that would put him up there with Jerry Rice, guys, in a two-man room.
They are.
That is it. The only two people at the top of that mountain. I'm taking the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. No ifs, ands, or buts about it.
Point blank.
Wow.
Right?
Well said. Exactly. Simple scenario. Buccaneers must win. 9-7 versus a 5-11 team. If you said this week 3, if this was week 3, I'd said Saints all the way. But
oh yeah,
what happened to the Saints? Oh my goodness! Talk about a season. Wow, it has been a roller coaster for Saints fans. 5-11, started off 2-0. The combined points of over 90 points out of their first 2 games, blowing teams out like nobody's business, to tanking. Good grief. But Baker Mayfield,
what a career for Baker Mayfield, bro.
He has rejuvenated his career in Tampa Bay. So, and he gave his linemen milk and cookies, so he gets the win.
That's all he gave them?
Well, it was Christmas. He brought them a mug, a massive behemoth mug of milk and cookies.
That's weak, Baker. You could do better than that, bro. Whatever.
Well,
man.
Look at what Purdy got. He got his O-line Toyota Tundras.
Yeah, now that's more like it. And you know what's crazy about that is the fact that Brock Purdy still hasn't even been paid, and he's giving out trucks like that.
That was like his contract.
Brock Purdy is still waiting on his contract
for a year.
All right, guys, we're all taking Buccaneers in this one. Ray, did you want to?
Bucks.
Oh yeah, I'm keeping Bucks.
Yeah. All right, let's roll.
What is your chat saying? Oh my goodness, your chat looks bad.
What do you mean?
Ooh. It was 21% in favor for the Saints. Good gosh.
Yeah, I mean, let them go.
Oh, sorry.
Let them go.
Go Saints, I guess.
He needs 5 catches, 85 yards, $3 million bonus.
Here's the thing, guys. The Saints, they're done for the season. It's okay. Just rest up. Next year, if you guys keep the same personnel and you can keep that same personnel healthy, the Saints will be trouble in 2025. But for now, it's okay, man. Just lay it down. You guys are all right. All right, let's move on. Let's move on here, guys. We've got Texans and Titans. I think this is a pretty clear and cut, obvious one for the Houston Texans, but you never know. Any given Sunday, right? They actually have Tennessee as 1.5-point favorites at home. So
Battle of Houston.
Right. What do you, Ray? What's up, man? Talk to me, bro. What you thinking this one? What are you thinking, man?
Oh well, that's easy. I'm gonna have to say that the Texans are gonna play their asses off, and they're gonna take the Titans out. Titans, I mean, I love them. They one of them good teams. They have a nice ass history, but I'm gonna say that they have no chance, not even a little bit. They're underdogs. I mean, they're technically the favorites, but
yeah, they are favored by 1.5.
I don't know how, man. That is crazy to me. How are they supposed to be favorites? I guess because the Houston Texans also got the bye. They don't have a bye week, but they've clinched right there. So maybe they're just saying, hey, let's let them rest. I think that's the only reason why, guys.
Texans are sitting starters.
The only games that I would bet in, right now, just so everyone knows and we're all on the same page here, I would stay far away from this game. I would put money on that Steelers-Bengals game. I think there's enough drama there to make that a game worth watching, and you'll keep the starters in the entire time. The only other game that I think might actually be worth betting on is the final game of the week, and that would be the Lions and the Vikings, and everyone's going to be watching that game. We'll get there here in just a second, guys. I'm going to take the Houston Texans as well. Adam, what are you thinking?
Texans for me. I'm not sold on the Titans at all.
My guys are saying that this should be a low-scoring game.
They're saying low scoring. I mean, yeah, if you look at the spread, it's 37-point spread. 1.5 points favor Titans. It could go either way. So, yeah, It's probably gonna be a lot of subs. I don't think for the tech because Houston's beat up too. They got a lot of injuries.
Do they? Azeez Al-Shaair should be back, so that's good
Is he
news for
back?
their defense.
Well,
yeah.
Yeah, they want to take it easy. I wouldn't think you'd see, they'll probably get some playing time, but I think they'll rest some. That's just my opinion.
Well, will they rest the players? That's going to make the difference. As of right now, the only person who's doubtful to play is the right guard, Shaq Mason. Outside of that, I mean, the Houston Texans did have to deal with some injuries on their side as well. You are right, especially to like their wide receiver core, Tank Dell, Stephon Diggs. If we had those guys in there, man, they would be looking at a deep playoff run. But I think the Houston Texans will be an early round exit. Personally, I would love to see the Houston Texans get farther, but I don't know, man. Now, DeMeco Ryans' defense has been pretty solid, but as you were saying, there are a lot of questionables out there. Jalen Petrie on IR, Kamari Lassiter questionable to play, Jimmy Ward out. A lot of questionables for Lorenzo Fatukasi, right defensive tackle. He's questionable to play. That's really the only names that I recognize that are injured right now. Will Anderson Jr. is good. Tim Settle's good. Daniil Hunter. Weirdly enough, guys, one of the best players defensively in the NFL, and Daniil Hunter was not selected for the Pro Bowl this year. I have no idea why. It's clearly a popularity contest, but I think he should be absolutely selected in the Pro Bowl. Sure. But they're not letting him. I guess he's not in. So that's rough. That sucks, but hey, it is what it is.
So here's what DeMeco Ryans said earlier today. He said this afternoon that he is balancing trying to keep his Texans healthy for their AFC wildcard playoff game. The desire to knock off rust after a long break Sunday in their finale. I mean, I think he'll get some guys playing, but I think he's going to try to rest them.
Ray, you said a name that I'm not familiar with. Who is Air McNair?
Oh my good, you don't know? Oh, Steve McNair.
Steve McNair, R.I.P. living legend. Well, I mean,
call me ignorant. My gosh,
guys!
There's
a movie about him. Wasn't there a movie about him?
Yeah, Eric McNair's.
Oh, Mario, you got some homework to do.
Titans on the map. He put Titans on the map.
You can't. No, wait. Eddie George too.
Well, I'll give you Eddie George.
I didn't realize the Titans. I didn't realize the Titans
Eddie
were on the map.
Over McNair.
I will have to. You just taught me something today, Ray, and I appreciate that, dude. Look at that. There he is flexing. That. Let's go, bro. I appreciate that. All right, guys. Let's move on.
Pollard. They got Pollard, too.
Yeah, but let's be real, man. Houston Texans. Oh, wait. We didn't take our picks, though. We didn't take our picks. Who will win this game?
Texans for me.
I'm taking Texans.
Texans?
Oh, yeah.
I don't know, man. I'm feeling some kind of Air McNair now. I kind of want to lean towards the Titans, bro. I kind of want to go towards the Titans. I'm going to take the Texans. Let's move on. Let's roll.
No. I'm going to flip. I'm going to be the oddball. I'm going to take
You are going to take Tennessee?
Yeah.
I love it.
Oddball.
Oh, that's so funny. I'm taking Texas.
Give me the money.
All right, guys. How about the San Francisco 49ers and the Arizona Cardinals? Now, this one is going to be a tough one, too. Tough one to pick. I think we've got some players trying to move up on the depth chart right there. I know Isaac Guerrero is going to be fighting to move up the depth chart right now. Kyler Murray, correct me if I'm wrong. I think they're talking about what they're going to be doing with his contract moving forward. So there is some stuff to look at right there. I personally think I would take Arizona in this game, although the San Francisco 49ers historically are just the better team. But we've got a good young squad in Cardinals. Oh, it's not the same team. You're right, bro. It's not the same team. Why don't we let Ray? What do you think, man?
Okay,
Absolutely.
So me, I ain't gonna lie, man. I haven't heard nothing good about the Cardinals since
Larry Fitzgerald, yeah. Since Larry Fitzgerald.
Kurt Warner.
See, I'm a Larry Fitzgerald guy when it comes to the Cardinals.
But Kurt Warner nearly killed him. Good gosh.
I feel like Kurt Warner belonged more. I think he fit better when he was with the Rams.
Purdy is out this week, says Courtney Ritchie. Courtney and
He
Ritchie.
is out. I did see that today. He is officially out. So
Oh, why is
easy
he
pick.
out?
He got hurt.
Elbow.
He got hurt
It's another. I'm pretty sure it's an arm thing again.
Oh,
earlier in the season. He re-aggravated it, so he is out for this week.
Yeah, dude, it's a wrap. I think on the season here for the 49ers. Personally, that's just what I think.
Let's see.
Brock Purdy's doubtful to play. Debo Samuel is questionable coming into this one. Ricky Pearsall, George Kittle is questionable. Spencer Burford, the left tackle, is questionable. Colton Mikovits, the right tackle, is questionable. On the defensive side of the football, Leonard Floyd, Nick Bosa, Demetrius Flanagan-Fowles, Jair Brown, Diamador Lenore, all starters, all questionable to play. This team is banged up, and the Arizona Cardinals – They don't have a shot at playoffs right now, but the Cardinals with Trey McBride, with a couple of rookies out there, they got Trey McBride in Arizona. They've also got someone who needs to really step up in Marvin Harrison Jr. out there. Of course, James Conner has been really good. I'm gonna take the Arizona Cardinals in this one. I'm leaning.
I agree
Arizona.
with you, man. You got to. Vegas is on our side too. Cardinals. I feel like if you're taking money, Cardinals is the way to go. Easy pick here.
I'm going to still stick with the Niners.
Niners.
Oh, we got a split. We got a split, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go.
I got to stick with the Niners.
All right, guys. By the way, the chat room until about 30 seconds ago was on the line with the 49ers, and we flipped them over to the Cardinals. It's a 50-50 split right now.
Let's go, baby.
It is a 50-50 split.
50. Cardinals. Come on, guys. Hey.
Okay, all right.
Other way.
Let's go.
Get those votes in, guys. Come on.
Aces in their hands, man. The Cards got
wrong way. Hey, come on, keep voting.
All right, we're 2-1 Cards. Let's go ahead and roll on with the next one.
Fry, Cardinals fry.
Cardinals. Bird plays too many video games. Says chat.
All right, guys. How about this one here? Chiefs versus Broncos, a game that I am staying far away from when it comes to gambling on, but I will be calling this game because of the playoff implications. Adam, what do you think, man?
I've got the Broncos. There's Andy Reid sitting the Chiefs. They're resting. There's no implications for them. They'll let the Broncos win.
They're going to let them win?
You're going to...
Well, I say let them win. I mean, they're going to put in the second string. Mahomes is not playing. Chaco's not playing. They're resting their guys. So
you forget that Carson Wentz is still a bona fide quarterback that helped his team get all the way to the Super Bowl.
He is, but man, remember this game earlier in the season came down to that field goal.
I'm just saying, man. I know that.
So
go ahead.
If Broncos win, then it doesn't matter what Cincinnati does, right?
No, Cincinnati would have to win as well. This is a must-win game for Cincinnati.
Because if I heard it correctly, Cincinnati could lose, Dolphins could lose, Broncos could lose, and Broncos are still in, right?
Yeah.
They all have to lose.
I'm gonna go with the Chiefs.
That's a long
I
told you I want the Dolphins to slide in. I feel like they got the easiest step.
Yeah, that's true, man. So here's what would happen, right? Because we are going to see the game on Saturday. If the Bengals win, then the Broncos are going to come out swinging harder than that. If the Bengals lose, I think the Broncos might take their foot off the gas, but knowing that on Sunday night or Sunday afternoon, actually happening simultaneously, I'm pretty sure these games are both happening at 3:25 p.m. Central Standard Time, that the Dolphins and the Jets will be going at it, and they know that they're going to have to win regardless. So this is a must-win game for Denver as well. I'm just going to go ahead and say this is a must-win game for the Denver Broncos.
Chiefs could have all four string in any position playing, and the refs will make sure that they get a W.
Oh, you think that the Zebras are on their side? And he's a referee too. I don't think you guys know, but he's a certified referee. So talk to the zebra.
But he's not referee.
The zebra down here.
I'm not on the Chiefs payroll though, so it's different.
Right. That's right.
I'm not on the Chiefs payroll.
If he was hosting that Texas game, hey, I'm be like, Texans got this.
Okay, yeah, Chiefs Broncos, guys. Man.
What do you got, Mario? I'm going with the Broncos, man. I
Could
feel
you
like
tell that I was dragging my feet?
I see you're dragging your feet, but think about it. They're sitting them. Carson Wentz hasn't really seen much snaps this season, so I mean he's going to be rusty. Bo Nix, those Broncos, they're a solid team, man.
I don't know, man. What do you think the situation would be if the Chiefs had actually won all of their games this season? Do you think the Chiefs would be resting a player, or do you think they would be going for the perfect season and trying to change history and be that team?
If I think Andy Reid and Pat Mahomes and those guys, if they hadn't lost to the Bills, they would play this game. I think they would. Patriots did.
All right. Mario's going to win that 300, says JT. I can't. Well, technically.
He's already got it.
Yeah, I've already got it, so I can't win it right now.
It's his money. He's already got it.
Guys, we got a $300 giveaway on this channel on Football Nation. Be sure to check out my website, www.footballnationusa.com.
Go ahead. Broncos. My chat's all got Broncos, guys. Let's go, chat.
We're 56% Chiefs on this side. 56% Chiefs. So, don't forget to click the link that is pinned at the top of this comment area, guys. Be sure to click that button. They want that perfect season. They can't get it. They've already dropped the game. 50. Okay. All right, but the Broncos going. No. Oh man.
Come on. Let's go.
Does Vegas have the Broncos in this one?
Yes.
By how much?
Oh, hold on. Oh, my bad.
By 10.5.
What?
By 10.5 points, guys.
They do have 10.5 points.
So they sure do. Everybody.
This is going to come down to whether or not Carson Wentz wants to remain a backup quarterback or actually move up in the NFL somewhere else. I mean, he'll have to show up today. But okay, I'm going to take the safe bet here. I'm going to go with the Denver Broncos.
Yeah.
I don't love it.
Oh,
I don't love it.
Whoa.
I don't love it.
All right. Hey, Perna would be happy. So, just saying.
It's going in my pocket.
I'm just gonna go with what is expected to be the easy one here. I'm sure all of my Kansas City Chiefs fans who are watching this live stream right now are booing me right now. Boo this man! But I'm just gonna take the Denver Broncos because they are
a wiener.
Okay.
What a wiener!
Let's move on to the next one. Just cash at me now, says Lucinda. All right.
Oh gosh.
No worries, Peter. Welcome into the chat, my friend. All right, guys, we got 4 more games.
Family, guys, come on.
Let's wrap this up. Let's try to wrap this up. We got 4 more games. We've got the Seattle Seahawks and the LA Rams. This is also a good one here. Okay, go ahead. Kick us off, bro.
I'm gonna go ahead and say I know I've been going with them for majority of the year, but I'm gonna take the Rams over the Seahawks.
Ooh, I like that one.
Hey, look! I went for the Seahawks. I went for them when they were supposed to come in some crucial moments, and I seen them fail. And listen, LA's not here to play. They're not coming in to play. They took Stafford.
You're right.
For a reason. They got rid of who's on the. Didn't they swap LA and Detroit?
Bro, but the Rams have already clinched. Why do they need? And they're at the top of the division, so no matter what happens, they'll be a top 4 team, and they're going to get home field advantage.
Got to make a statement, Mario.
Stafford
and
Goff quarterback switch. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, they did the quarterback switch, and what did they say? They said they chose Stafford because he's going to give them the ring.
Yeah, and he's already given them a ring 2 years ago against the Cincinnati Bengals.
Yeah, he got him a ring.
And right now,
one more to it. He got this.
Okay, all right. Let's talk about this. Let's talk about this seriously, right? The Seattle Seahawks have a really solid starting lineup there offensively, but it it wasn't necessarily by design. Now, Kenneth Walker was injured all season. Zach Charbonnet didn't exactly perform the way that he was supposed to perform. We've saw dips in DK Metcalf, Tyler Lockett as on the wrong side of 30, and the only bright spot really over there is Jackson Smith and Jigba. Defensively, though, the Seattle Seahawks have not been the Legion of Boom that they once were. That is no longer the case in Seattle. All of that being said, the LA Rams may be resting those players there as well, guys. The Rams are 6-point underdogs because of the resting factor. They're going to be resting their players. There's no need for Matthew Stafford to go out there and get hurt. Why would you re-injure Puka Nacua or Cooper Kupp just before the playoffs when you're already guaranteed a spot and you're already guaranteed home field advantage? I'm going to go with Seattle on this one.
They having this in LA or
it's in LA, yeah.
It's in LA, and I read, I haven't confirmed it, but I've read that they plan to rest their starters.
Okay.
Kupp, Stafford, a lot of those guys would be sitting.
So here's the question then: can the backups?
Seahawks are already eliminated. I don't think they can get in and win or lose.
That's right.
What's the spread? What's the spread on the Seahawks and Rams again?
The spread is 6.5 favor of Seahawks.
Now, let me add this to the picture as well. Their backup quarterback in LA is still Jimmy Garoppolo. I mean, they've got Jimmy G out there, and Blake Corum, the rookie, is looking to make an impact on this team. Blake Corum is a really good pick. We saw that Tutu Atwell could support this offense, and we've seen him have pretty big games. But outside of that, I don't know if and on top of it, I like Colby Parkinson as well. So the LA Rams, even with second string players, I think the LA Rams could potentially get the job done. But the Seattle Seahawks seem to be the team that should really be going for it. Now, will the Seattle Seahawks, knowing that they're playing away, will they come out with all guns a-blazing to try to win this game? Maybe not. Shit, dude. Now I'm thinking. Sorry, guys. Now I'm thinking right now.
You're thinking out loud. I see. So,
yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Get it out. Get it. You're thinking.
I'm done. I'm done. I'm going to let you try to convince me one way or the other. Make your argument.
I mean, you're sitting guys. Guys are rusty. They're professional athletes. Vegas is saying Seattle is playing. They're playing in LA. Home field advantage, but I feel like Seattle could go in and win. I really do. But, I mean, I think the Rams got a solid defense, so.
Bro, 6.5 point favorites? Come on.
That's not much.
That's plenty. That's plenty.
I'm trying to figure out who they think's going to be on the field that the Seahawks are going to beat the Rams by 6.5.
Okay.
Well, the Rams, we went through a whole list, man. There's a ton of great Seahawks players that are out there right now. If they're healthy and they play, DK Metcalf and Jackson Smith and Jigba should do all right. And for those of you who are hating on those of you who are hating on Geno Smith, don't, because Geno Smith has over 4,000 passing yards. Over 4,000 passing yards. He's a top 5 quarterback in passing yards. And so the Seattle Seahawks, they're nasty, man. They did drop 2 big games to the Green Bay Packers, and they almost had a chance at the playoffs, but they dropped that game to Minnesota. But they did beat the likes of the Miami Dolphins. They did beat the Denver Broncos. They got a win over Atlanta. All of those teams, playoff material apparently. I don't know.
Okay, the Rams are sitting their starters. I just found this on.
But the Rams still have really good backups.
They have some good backups. They're sitting starters.
I'm still staying with LA.
I'm gonna go with LA too, man. I think I'm gonna go with LA too.
The Seahawks. I gotta go with Seahawks.
All right. Okay.
I feel like DK Metcalf, the beast.
I don't know about it.
Let's go Rams. We're gonna go with the Rams right here. Yeah. We're going with the Rams. All right.
Not you, mate. I'm going Seahawks.
Yeah, you're going with Seahawks. So split decision here, 2-1 Rams. All right, guys. Chargers Raiders divisional matchup, and we know that the Raiders love to mess things up for so many teams.
Yeah.
Who are we taking? Are you going with the black hole or are you going with the Bolts?
Chargers in playoffs, guys. Chargers in playoffs, but they still have some seeding to play for.
Yep, they do.
So Harbaugh, first year, man, you got to love this story, right? First year, Chargers are currently the 6th seed, but they can move up to the 5th seed with a win here and a Steelers loss. So a Steelers win locks Chargers in 6th seed. So I forgot when they play. I have to go back and look. So I can't remember. If the Steelers play before them and they lose, you mighty damn well bet they're going to go out there and try to win.
Yeah, I think the Chargers are going to come out swinging here. I don't think that Harbaugh is going to want to drop any games right now. He wants the momentum with his team. He wants the team to feel good right there. I mean, maybe if we have a big lead in the third quarter, we'll see the starters get a break right here. I would feel honestly a little bit, just given the situation here with the I don't know. I would feel a little more comfortable betting on this game, but Brock Bowers is something. I'll tell you that, dude. Out of all the things that have gone bad out there in Raiders land, man, Brock Bowers has been pretty good. But you're right. The Chargers can go either up or down here. They can go up or down. So if they win, they move up to a win and a loss, right? A win for the Chargers, a loss for the Steelers. They move up to 5. A loss for the Chargers and a loss or a win for the Broncos would put them down at 7. And that's the difference. That's the difference between playing Buffalo or playing Pittsburgh. You know what I mean? Or that's the difference between Buffalo and
it's
the
a
Ravens.
chess match for sure. So yeah, I think it depends on what all happens. I mean, there's so much going on, so it's going to be a crazy weekend. Get ready.
What about you? You're going? Where are you going?
I'm
Ray?
going. Yeah, Ray. What you got, bud?
Oh, I got LA Chargers on it. Easily.
Okay. All right.
Chargers. Like JM says in chat, who would win a fight? I think
JT. That's J. That's J Mofo T. Just so we know.
Right. So who do you think will win in a fight?
What, between the Chargers and the Raiders? The Raiders.
Yeah. Raiders. Exactly.
The Raiders in an actual fight. The Raiders.
They would win in the fight, but in football, I don't know, man.
Yeah,
bro. Yeah, that's
Raiders
pretty nasty.
People.
By the way, shout out to my boy JT who's out there watching this live stream right now. Rock and roll man out there. He's got an actual live concert, which is more impressive than a live stream, coming up on February 1st. If you guys are in the San Antonio area, feel free to message JT. Hit our boy up to get some tickets from him.
JT.
All right, guys. Let's move on here. I think we're all going to say the Chargers, right? We're all unanimous there?
Oh, yeah.
All right, let's move on, guys. Let's go over here. We've got the Dolphins and Jets. I'm going to go ahead and say this one. Miami Dolphins, I think the Jets are done. That goose is cooked. There's no way that anything is coming out of. I've said the Jets time and time again, and I've been wrong time and time again. I'm done being wrong. Even if Tua is out, I'm taking the Miami Dolphins. Tua, by the way, questionable to play, I guess. Man, the guy, his head is made of eggshell. His head is made of eggshell, dude. He's got to be done. So I'm taking.
This game has meaning if the Broncos lose.
That is true, but they won't know that because they're playing at the same time.
The Broncos gonna lose, Cincinnati gonna lose, and Dolphins gonna win.
Bro. Oh man!
If Broncos win, they eliminate the Dolphins.
Bro, I will send you a Football Nation shirt if you get that right. If you get that prediction right, that the Bengals lose, the Broncos lose, and the Dolphins win, and the Dolphins get into the playoffs. If the Dolphins get into the playoffs, I will send you a shirt, dude. Just straight up.
Who do you have winning this game?
He's got the Dolphins on it.
Oh, I have Dolphins.
I've got the Dolphins on it too.
I got the Dolphins too. Aaron Rodgers is cooked. He's done. Stick a fork in him. Get him out.
Yeah. It's just a bad match, man, and I knew it would be. He's too much of a I need my space and peace and quiet and darkness retreats to be thriving under the live lights, those lights of New York, the Big Apple, the big city, man. There's no way that a guy who left California to go to Green effing Bay to go have, which nothing wrong with Green Bay. I love Green Bay. Great city. but it is quiet out there. It is quiet out there.
The town fits in the stadium. For those of you guys don't know, the stadium seats the entire town, and the fans, most of them are actually stock owners of the team. I bet you didn't know that.
All of them are. It's
Yeah.
the only team in the NFL where
It's
it is
publicly
owned. Yeah, it's publicly owned.
What are you talking
Yep.
about? The Jets?
No, the Packers.
The Packers? Oh.
Yes, they are
So-
publicly owned.
so-
I met a guy from Green Bay at a conference I went to, and he had stock in the team, tickets. He was season ticket holder,
Yeah,
stock in the team. Everything.
Christina's uncle has season ticket. He's a season ticket holder. Also has stock in the team, and yeah, man, that's a whole thing.
That's
But
the thing,
we've got Ward out here saying that this game right here is the
Dolphins.
reason that he will win $300.
Let's go, man.
Because he's gonna take the New York Jets in this game, bro.
Jets.
I pray for you, sir.
What? Hey.
I did-
What is your take? Who decided to take the Jets? How do you believe the Jets is gonna win that, Peter?
How?
That's a good question, man.
I got Dolphins in my chat.
You sure, Peter? Peter, it looks like Peter's taking the Raiders and the Jets. We need an explanation, Pete.
Oh,
Come on, man. We're gonna wait for you, bro. We need an explanation,
we're gonna
man.
Wait for that because we need to hear. We need to hear the.
How is it possible
Yeah,
that the
people
Jets are
like
gonna?
us.
Man,
got
we honestly.
Dolphins all on I'm 100% Dolphins on my chat.
By the way, guys, I'm personally really enjoying the energy on this live stream, and I'd love to have maybe another person as well, to have a fourth guy on this just to talk and
that'd be awesome.
shoot it with each other, you know. Anyways, but bet your emotions, not your money, says Bill. Okay, well, that being said, guys, I think the three of us are unanimous on the Dolphins. Let's just go with that, and let's move on to our final game. Give everyone the rest of their nights back. Here we go, guys. The biggest
if you watch
game.
any game, this is the game.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this is the
Facts.
game right here.
Facts, guys. If you watch any game, this is the game.
Yeah,
Okay.
This is one.
This is all the marbles, the one game for everything in the NFC, perhaps the best regular season finale the league has ever had. This was not scripted, but you think it's scripted just by the outcome, guys. 14-2 teams meeting up here. Week 18, the winner of this game takes NFC North, clinches home field advantage for the NFC playoffs, baby. Along for a long first round playoff bye. How about that? What do you think?
I want to see the chat type in right here, either skull or roar. Let's find out.
Skull,
Here's-
do you remember? We figured out what skull means.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Skull, baby.
Skull.
I don't know, man.
Cheers.
Look, guys, the Detroit Lions defense is decimated.
Mufasa. I like it. Mufasa.
We got a lot of Vikings fans. We got some Lions fans. I like both. It's going to be fun and scrappy. It's going to be, in the words of Dan Campbell, it's going to be gritty out there.
Pretty.
Ah, boy.
Who are you taking, Ray? What's up, man? Who's your
Okay,
pick,
look.
bro?
Now I'm about to call this. It's gonna be an upset, but I want the Lions.
Ooh. Upset. Well, the Vegas, it's not an upset because Vegas
Well,
has
the reason
Lions
why I
for
say
free.
it's an upset is because the Lions has never owned their they never owned their division. They never had a first place in their division, and I believe this might be their time.
This is it their time?
Okay, here's anher one. Guys, yes or no?
Yeah. I mean, I'm just throwing a question.
Okay.
Yeah. Is it their time or not?
Cause I feel like this is their one. I feel like this is about to be their closest moment to having a lead in their division ever.
I mean,
14-2 and still matching with the Vikings, which is
Bro.
crazy because it's like that's man. I don't know about it, but I do know I want the Lions to say we finally got ours, and then I want Vikings to just humbly put that, take that Viking hat off and, rest for a little bit.
Will the Detroit Lions make it to the Super Bowl for the first time ever in the history of their team?
Ooh, now will they make it to the Super Bowl? Oof.
Will they make it? That is a question. So these teams met up earlier in the season, and it was a close game, guys. It went down to the wire. It was only a 3-point game.
I think the Minnesota Vikings win this game because of health. I think the Minnesota Vikings will win this game because Dan Campbell will go for it and be overly aggressive again and cost his team the division. And
he is very aggressive. I agree.
And there's nothing wrong with that. But I think the Minnesota Vikings have been playing with more conviction. I think the Minnesota Vikings are the most disrespected 14-win team in the NFL. I think the Minnesota Vikings are fighting for that spot. They've earned a bye week just as much as the Detroit Lions have, and they are healthier than the Detroit Lions right now. Now, the Detroit Lions are going to make this. I mean, guys, we might literally have another Texas ASU game on our hands on Sunday night.
It's not going to be
I guess metaphorically, but yeah, no, it's going to be a close game. What does Vegas have for the spread right there? What's their
3 points for the
3-point game? So a field goal splitting these two teams? Come on, man. Even Vegas doesn't know who's going to win this one.
Hold on, for the who?
He says the Lions have the 3-point favors.
Hey, look, now you guys want to go against Vegas? Don't play with Vegas.
Hey, wait. 10, 13, 16 points. I will take Vegas. 3 points, I trust my gut. I'm going to take the Minnesota Vikings.
Who got the better foot? If it's
I don't know, man. You're talking about
Jake? As far as kicking? That's going to be a well, it's a
3-point game.
If it's a 3-point game, I don't trust Jake Elliott to kick a I don't trust him to kick a can down the road right now.
Oh, man.
I mean, on the other side, man, on the Vikings side of the football, their kicker is Will Reichert, and no one really knows much about him. I will say this. You want to compare kickers? We can do that. 80% field goal this year in the NFL. That's not great. He is 100% for extra point attempts, tied for first there, of course. The longest one of the season for Will Reichert is 58 yards, 101 points so far this season. On the other side, on the Lions side of things, their depth chart, their kicker is Jake Bates. And Jake Bates, he's got 89% field goal. That's good for 16th in the NFL, but he has missed extra point attempts, so 28th in the league when it comes to that. Bad number, bad drop right there, so maybe it'll come down to an extra point and not necessarily. Anyways, if we look at them both next to each other, one kicker has more points than the other, and that is Jake Bates. He does have 135 points versus the 101 for the Minnesota Vikings. But I don't think this game, it might come down to a field goal. It might come down to a field goal, bro.
I mean, it's anything can happen. Any given Sunday or Monday.
I'm still taking Minnesota, though. I want to believe in the Minnesota Vikings because Sam Darnold, there's no denying what he's been able to do, man. Yeah, he has a little bit of volatility, but this could be really, really big for not only his career, but you got Justin Jefferson out there. I mean, you've got a solid running back in Aaron Jones. You've got a great defense on the other side of the football. The Minnesota Vikings and the Detroit Lions are going to be a really solid matchup, guys. Now, the Detroit Lions do have the better team. Just flat out, I'm going to go ahead and say it. The Detroit Lions offensively have the better team. But the Minnesota Vikings defense, third in the NFL in points allowed per game. Yards allowed per game, they're kind of in the middle there, but they're second in the NFL in third down efficiency. They have been pretty solid. On the other side of the football, defensively for the Detroit Lions, they are 22nd in the NFL when it comes to yards per game. So give up a ton of yards, and the Minnesota Vikings eat up a ton of yardage. Yards per play, they give up 5.8 yards per play. That is 29th in the NFL. So issues there defensively for the Detroit Lions. They are a pretty good defense inside the red zone, but it's not the defense of the Detroit Lions that we are going to be focused on. We're going to be focused on the offense out there, and it's going to come down to, can the Vikings keep up, and can the Vikings defense get a stop that they are going to need in this game? Cameron Bynum is going to have to show up. Stephon Gilmore is going to have to show up. Ivan Pace is going to have to show up. Jonathan Greenard, Jonathan Bullard. Those guys are going to have to check in. Those guys. And Andrew Van Ginkel is going to have to get to the quarterback, man. We need him to step up and get to the quarterback.
Absolutely.
Easier said than done. So my 2 cents, I think it's going to be an extremely close game, and I think the Minnesota Vikings will get the upset. That, for the most part, guys, I'm going to take Vegas on almost all of these. This is another one that I'm going to go against Vegas on. I took the Rams, and I'm going to be taking the Vikings in this one. So
I like it. You know, the only loss at home the Vikings had this season was the Lions.
I mean,
so the only loss. What are you saying?
No matter how badly Detroit Lions
50-50 split.
They've been copping them W's.
They have.
Who the Lions? Not against Buffalo,
Lions.
they haven't.
Yeah, but if you think about it, if you ask me, I'll always say it. NFC's the softest.
What, bro?
What?
Oh, what?
Oh man.
Oh man.
I'm putting it there, and that's because majority of them names, them Hall of Famers, it come from that.
You know who
side
else
of
beat
the
them?
ball- It comes from that side of the ballpark. Now, Bills,
who
I
else-
can't put nothing on the Bills. Bills is the only team that went to the Super Bowl 4 times in a row.
Bro.
And didn't do anything.
I
My
remember
chat
that.
is roasting me right now.
That
I'm sorry,
is,
Bills.
but okay, think about this.
My chat is
The two-
roasting me for the Vikings pick.
Oh yeah, they deserve it. Hey, roast him, hibachi,
Roast, hibachi,
hibachi.
roast a duck, roast a
Oh
duck.
my gosh.
Fried birds fry. But
All right, guys. I think
The Buccaneers and the Bills are only teams to beat the Lions this season. Believe it or not.
the Buccaneers and the Bills.
Yeah.
Hey man, if Tampa Bay can do it, Minnesota can do it too. That's all I'm saying. If Tampa Bay can do it, so can Minnesota. All right, guys.
So you're going with the Lions and you're going with the Vikings.
yeah, I'm definitely going Lions. I want the Lions finally win.
So now you guys are on the same page and I'm on the other side. So we've got a 2-1 split again, right?
Well,
you
I
guys
have
are
a
taking
pick.
Lions?
I actually wrote down Vikings.
Did you? Are you going to
I
stick
really
with that?
did. I really did. I went through it earlier today with the injuries and stuff. Like you said, last season, Dan Campbell, he's gritty, Texas guy, old school football. 4th down and 3, he's going to go for it.
Yeah,
2-point
4th
conversion,
down and
he's gonna
5, he's going to go for it.
I feel like sometimes
Onside
it's
kick
good.
unnecessarily. He's going to go for the onside kick for no reason like he did in that game with Buffalo.
I think that may hurt him. And I think that's what could hurt him in this game. I may be wrong, but
But you know what, man?
My
That
gut
team-
initially is the Vikings. That's what my gut was earlier. I like the Lions, guys. I like the Lions. Going back to a kid, one of my favorite players, I had his jersey. The first jersey I ever bought when I was a kid was Barry Sanders.
Number 20.
Barry freaking Sanders.
Number 20. Yeah.
Number 20. I wore that jersey so much. The
A long
20
time
rubbed
ago.
off of it.
It's a long time ago.
Yes. So
But for $300,
$300,
bro, who are you taking?
Vikings.
Ooh, all right.
Don't worry, Lions.
All right, guys.
I stand with you. You guys have been broken all year, and you still do it.
I love it. Mom Spaghetti.
Well,
Hey, I want to go to Mom Spaghetti restaurant. If I get to go there, Mario, if we get to go there, we got to go get some Mom Spaghetti
bro,
next to Ford Field.
And I'm going to what's that one? That Forrest Gump shrimp. I'm gonna go to that place.
Bubba Gumps? What is it?
Bubba Gumps.
Give me
Shrimp
some
stew,
gump.
shrimp salad.
I'm gonna get some shrimp stew.
Oh my gosh.
Shrimp etouffee.
Okay. All right, guys. Well, that was it. That is all we've got for tonight's live stream, ladies and gentlemen. That is the picks for Week 18. You've heard it here first. My name is Mario. We've got Adam and we've got Ray over on the other side over there. It's been an absolute pleasure, ladies and gentlemen. Until next time, you guys have been watching Football Nation. Let's effing go. Please do not forget to go make your picks, guys. We've got over 200 people.
Yeah.
We've got over 200 people already out there who have made their picks. Good luck to everybody and good night,
Right
y'all.
on.
Peace
Good night.
out.
We'll see you guys. See you,
Have a
chat.
good
We'll
one.
see you. We'll have these games streaming later.